Hello and welcome back to Entertainment Hub. Today we are going to recap Netflix TV series The Witcher Season 2. If you guys missed the first season, click on the link above and watch. A merchant and two women arrive in a seemingly abandoned village, but instead meet their demise at the hands of an unknown flying creature that is both fast and strong. Meanwhile, at the Battle of Soden Hill, only a few remain, amongst them Tissaia, who is searching for Yennefer by looking through the memories of the fallen and observing their final moments. Vilgefortz tells Tissaia to accept that Yennefer is gone, but that is not something she can do. Instead of Yennefer, Tissaia finds Geralt and Siri, who remarks that she's already seen this in a vision. Geralt asks Tissaia if Yennefer is alive, but despite her efforts to find her, Tissaia says she is dead. Geralt and Siri camp in the freezing wilderness, where they share their inability to sleep due to bad dreams. Siri asks how Geralt claimed her as a child surprise, to which he explains that it was payment from a debt after he saved her father's life from her grandmother. Triss is badly wounded from the Battle of Soden, sending her into a seizure, but with the combined powers of Tissaia, Vilgefortz, and Artorius, they manage to stabilize her. Yennefer awakens under a tree, shackled and held prisoner by Fringilla and what remains of her Nilfgaard comrades. When Geralt is taking Ciri toward his hometown, they see a fragile deer's body. Seeing the indication of danger, Geralt and Ciri quickly leave the area. They arrive in the village where the merchant and his family died. Seeing no one around, Geralt decides to seek shelter in a nearby castle with an old friend. Upon their arrival, a pig-faced creature attacks Geralt, who turns out to be his friend Niilin. After that, the three of them have dinner and Geralt asks Niilin about his appearance. He explains that a few years ago he destroyed a church crop and the sister cursed him and turned him into a beast. Now Niilin takes Ciri to the room, after which a girl, Verena, with bright eyes, comes to Ciri's room. She tells Ciri that Niilin loves her and kept her imprisoned. Verena is hiding from Geralt, and before Ciri can ask anything, she hypnotizes Ciri with her magic. Geralt goes to the village and finds the dead bodies of the merchant and his family. He runs back to Ciri and asks her to leave the castle. Geralt searches Verena, who's drinking Nivelin's blood, and attacks Geralt. Verena turns into a bat monster and gives some tough time to Geralt. Geralt manages to make her fall, which turns her back into human form. Then, Verena attempts to kill Ciri, but Niilin arrives and stabs Verena. Still alive, Verena also wants to kill Niilin, but Geralt slits her head. By doing this, Verena's body catches fire and Nivelin's curse is lifted and he becomes human. Niilin cries over her death and tells Geralt that Verena drank his blood and he becomes human to make love with her. Geralt says she was a monster and there's no other way to lift your curse. Then we see Yennefer and Fringilla in the woods where an unseen monster attacks their soldiers. Yennefer has a dream in which she and Geralt are living happily together with a baby on the way. Her dream turns into a nightmare when her baby's basket bursts into flames and discovers a hooded figure with a red cloak holding the child. Yennefer awakens to find that she and Fringilla have both been taken prisoner by Filavandrel and his elven army. Filavandrel takes Yennefer and Fringilla to see the elves' new leader, Francesca. Francesca wants Filavandrel to ship Yennefer and Fringilla's heads back to Aretuza. Geralt and Ciri arrive at Kaer Morhen in search of refuge. There, Geralt is reunited with his Witcher brethren, among them Lambert, Cohen, and Vesemir. Eskel also returns after a 6-hour bout with Aleshi, whose hand he managed to cut off. Leshi is only killed by a burning sword, while Geralt and others are shocked to see this. Fringilla tells Yennefer that she dreams and sees a black-robed figure, while Francesca dreams of one in white. Geralt and his brethren throw a welcome party with whores. Suddenly Eskel turns into a mutated Leshi monster. They all fight with the monster and Geralt, after a great fighting sequence, burns his sword and stabs in monster's heart, killing it instantly. On the other hand, Yennefer, Fringilla, and Francesca each awaken inside the hut, but each is approached by their very own robed figure. Yennefer's red-robed figure is a young girl, Fringilla's black-robed figure is Emir, and Francesca's white-robed figure is Athene. But in reality, they're all speaking with the deathless mother, who makes Fringilla a proposition to gain power, and Francesca an offer to rebuild the elven community through the birth of a pure elf, but she leaves Yennefer to suffer a bit longer after she lost her chaos due to using fire magic at the Battle of Soden Hill. Yennefer awakens in the woods, where she regroups with Fringilla, who reveals that they're no longer prisoners. Geralt takes Ciri outside, where he tells her about his time in Kaer Morhen. Geralt decides it is time to start training Ciri. Elsewhere, Yennefer tries to open a portal, but her chaos is truly gone, leaving her powerless. Impatient with Geralt's methods, Ciri braves major obstacles to prove her mettle. Scheming and suspicion among the Brotherhood make Yennefer a target. A guest at Kaer Morhen extends a guiding hand to Ciri, and an invitation to Geralt. On the run in Redania, Yennefer seeks safety below ground. As a powerful mage joins the hunt for Siri, she cuts a deal with Vesemir over his extraordinary discovery. Geralt explores the mystery of the monoliths. Geralt and Siri hunt down the Chernobog that escaped from the monolith. Geralt uses Siri as a bait, and when the Chernobyl arrives, Geralt kills it one blow. Vesemir tells Triss that he became a fool for ever agreeing to Ciri's deal. Vesemir is alerted of an unexpected presence, it's Rience. He overcomes Vesemir and steals Witcher mutagen before leaving. Geralt and Ciri kill the beast, but Geralt's horse Roach died in the process. After that, Geralt takes Ciri to Melitella's temple, where he used to learn magic and Witcher powers. They are joined by Nenneca, Geralt's teacher, and Geralt asks her to teach Ciri so she can control her chaos. Ciri is ready for the truth, whatever it takes. Nenneca admires her spirit and introduces Ciri to Jar, one of her best students, to help Ciri. Rience reveals to Lydia that he has a vial of Ciri's blood, but first, he wants to meet her employee. She agrees to see what she can do and then tells Rience to take down Ciri, who's at Melitella's temple with Geralt. Jar takes Ciri to the library and gives her the orbiculum for her studies. Yennefer watches from afar and follows Ciri until losing track of her. She enters a room, where Geralt just so happens to be. They kiss, but are interrupted by Ciri, who Geralt reveals is his child surprise. Istred reaches to Cordringer and Fen to learn truth about Ciri. Cordringer reads the elves' book and reveal that when humans fight against elves, their leader Lara cursed humans. She said that her curse will hound their descendants unto the 10th generation. Istred is shocked to learn that Ciri is her 10th descendant. While on the other hand, Francesca gives birth to Filavandrel's daughter. The whole Sintra is happy at the birth of Pure Elf's baby. While Care tells Fringilla to get ready before the Emperor arrives. Ciri finds Athleen's prophecies in Jar's book and learns that she recited that prophecy in her visions. Then she finds wounded Jar and is confronted by Rience, who arrives to catch her. Geralt asks Yennefer to escape with Ciri and starts fighting with Rience. Yennefer has no power, but Ciri helps her to open a portal and the duo escapes before Rience can harm them. Geralt apologizes to Nenneca for the mess, as the men were after Ciri. She asks how she can help, and Geralt tells her to open a portal. Ciri realizes that she's teleported herself and Yennefer to Zola's home, where they find that Rience murdered them brutally as they helped Ciri in the past. Yennefer, who wants Ciri to get back her powers, tells her that maybe Nilfgaardians took Geralt in Sintra and asks her to leave for Sintra. At Aretuza, Vilgefortz lies in bed whilst Tisea looks out the window. He wraps his arms around her, tells her that he loves her, and asks what's wrong. Geralt reaches to his friend Jaskier to ask for his help to find Ciri and Yennefer. Jaskier tells him that Yennefer loses her chaos and she called deathless Mother Valeth for help. Geralt realizes that Yennefer also wants to kill Ciri and they quickly leave with the team dwarf toward Sintra. Ciri and Yennefer arrives at the broken bridge where Ciri uses her magic to repair the bridge. By doing so, Ciri's eyes starts bleeding and she writhes in pain. The duo teleports to other side of the bridge. Meanwhile, Francesca refuses to help Fringilla to fight against the Nilfgaardians as because she now only cares about her daughter. The Brotherhood camp is worried about Elve's newborn baby and decide to kill the baby before any kind of trouble. Yennefer and Ciri reach Sintra, where Ciri reveals to Yennefer that she knows about Yennefer's plan. Actually, when they were crossing the bridge, Ciri read her mind. Ciri screams, which splits the Sintra's land, and seeing the duo, Sintra's guard arrives to attack them. Luckily, Geralt arrives there with his friends and save the girls. Geralt becomes angry with Yennefer and asks Jaskier to take Ciri back to Kaer Morhen. Geralt then draws his blade on Yennefer, who apologizes for her betrayal. With the blade to her neck, Yennefer recites the incantation. Meanwhile, just inside the Nilfgaard castle, Filavandrel and Francesca discover that their child has been killed in her sleep. This expression of pain allows the deathless mother to escape her prison and take possession of Ciri. The deathless mother takes Ciri in her dreams, where she starts spending time with her family. While in reality, possessed Ciri starts killing witchers. Yennefer and Geralt arrive Kaer Morhen and find Ciri, but she attacks them. Francesca discover that their child has been killed Redanians. Francesca reaches to Redania and by using her magic, she kills their every single child. Meanwhile, Ciri calls out Monster to fight against the Witchers. Seeing the chaos, Vesemir attacks Ciri, but Geralt stops him, saying that she is possessed by Deathless Mother. After a long fight, Geralt asks Witchers not show anger and Yennefer uses a spell with her blood. By doing, Valeth leaves Ciri and comes into Yennefer's body. Ciri opens a portal to send Valeth away, but this ends up Ciri, Yennefer and Geralt in another world. There, Valeth separated from Yennefer, but wild hunt warriors are coming toward them. But before they attack them, the trio returns back to Kaer Morhen. Now Yennefer gets her powers and heals wounded witchers. Francesca discovers from Eyster that Siri is from one of their elders' blood who can end the war. While Dijkstra asks Philippa to find Jesker. White Flame has arrived in Sintra and asks his men to arrest Fringilla and Care because of their lies. White Flame knows that they're lying, as it was he who ordered the death of the elven baby, as it was the best path to helping him find his daughter, that being Siri, as Amir is actually Dunny. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos.